Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another little quick shop video here, another episode of this. It's that same store we've been working on. Most of it's been kind of set up and mocked up. We still have a few little filler panels to go. I'll zoom in on my hand there. Just up here, little filler pieces will go in, and just like this one here, this little filler strip will go in. And it sits kind of behind the blocking. You see that right there? These little filler strips will fill all this in real nice and tight and field. All of these are all 1-inch thick routed acrylic shelves that actually sit right behind a light track lens there with adjustable shelf pins with the grommets. These are 5mm shelf pin grommets on that, and then these bigger ones here, they have the quarter inch shelf pins with the grommet. That's because they're a bit wider, 32-inch I think on that, and these are like 23 and 5/8 actually I think is what these actually are. But yeah, it's turned out pretty good. And then there's like the lip piece up on top here. All this gets a fabric graphic. Same with behind here. These also light up, and it's a fabric graphic for that as well. Here we'll go behind. You guys kind of see the behind. Sorry, shop is a wreck. We've been super busy, especially back here. These guys they don't like sweeping. They're above sweeping, I think. We'll have to remedy that. I still have to like label everything on the back here. But you can see everything's lit. All these lowers actually have a false back in the back, so they have to get out here and do like the wires down below wherever they want power to run. But more or less, we have our LED transformers back here all wired up right on the back of a false back. So all we have to do is lay it down and it gets all the transformers. They're all barrel connected, and then they all have the whips coming off the ends here, and then going up to each run of lights behind where the light track is, and the 1-inch MDF here. And each box pretty much has an LED panel that goes in. LED panel behind here, one up top, and a shelf. Yeah, you can see all the mess of wires we still have to get all buttoned up. It's more or less there. These guys are messy sometimes. It's not all me doing all this work, but we all pretty much all do this work. So they're just over here getting these transformers mounted. And this one just happens to be black laminate on the back of that, but I think this one actually will end up getting one more transformer. This top is 8 feet across, so there's a little bit more lights with that. And then, see, is this one lit? No. But you can see they all have this lens in the bottom here as well. I guess I didn't really talk about that. This is also so up on top is actually an acrylic that has lights that goes all the way around the whole outside, and it transfers light through. This piece here is also like that, and it has a milk white 1/8-inch thick acrylic right below that with a routed rabbit on 3 sides, and it sits on the top back of that 1-inch there. But yeah, down below all the lowers are all nice locks, chrome handles, adjustable shelves, like I said, false backs, real clean inside. These are all nice chrome, nice flush. They do get a lot of fingerprints though, but all the locks with custom-made little lock stop deals there. And these are all soft close as well. Got to be squared up a little bit better on the faces there, but they all have the lowers. So this will be one whole wall. Let's step back so you guys can kind of see it. This is going to be one whole wall. They still have to do the soffit tomorrow, but I say they because I'm actually not here tomorrow. I got my piece done and got them all situated on what they have left here to do, just like trim pieces, fillers on the ends of each one of those, and then there's a whole top little soffit deal that comes out and over, and like flush. It'll be pretty much, they'll come like out and over and flush to like the face of this one here, so it almost look like this with no lens, just a full laminate top there. And they'll trim out that, and then this big 4-bay here is a standalone. Back up so you guys can see this one. It's kind of tall. You guys can kind of see that. Yeah, sorry about the flipping the video there. It's a pretty tall deal. Again, it gets the soffit on top and filler panels on top of that with actually like a 14.5-inch wide. So you can see it's set back here. Same thickness of this material here, so it's set back that far, so when the panel comes up, it flushes out to that. And as you guys can see too, it's like this one here, that's that same distance. There's nothing over here besides a filler, and that one actually has a scribe on the end of it, so you can easily trim it to what you want in the field. But see up above there, this top one here, it's smaller, and then this one here is the dimension that we want to get for our trim to fit in here. So it's actually pulled tight, and then we put some screws every so often down it to pull that to where we want it to be. So everything's kind of drawn together. But this is what I've been working on mostly. I've been trying to crank on that stuff, but I just finished up this cash shop. There's a couple little details my buddy Brian's going to finish up for me in the morning, but more or less it's all done. All the locks, all the poles, all the corian pieces. I just got done fabbing up these acrylic boxes. They're okay. It's not my best acrylic work, but they turned out pretty good. Also, like, you know, flamed edges. I do all the acrylic work and flamed acrylic flaming and all that, so they turned out pretty good. And it sits on this little ledge that I was showing you guys in the last video. It has the cleats on it. See, that flushes out nice. You do see a seam here, but not too bad. But you guys see this whole front face here is all one piece. All the laminate's all one piece. And then in here we still have, I think that's like all that's left is the access panel. But these nice little aluminum little clips I did, they're just a piece of aluminum I cut down and trimmed up just a little bit, through some countersink holes there on the bottom, and that will catch the access panel so we can have power down there. And then one adjustable shelf here. We got our nice little custom made door stops, and same as that little latch up there to catch the lock. But yeah, we got all the locks all mounted really good, and everything's all soft close on that as well. Money box goes here for this is for a cash wrap, so you know you have your money down here, and then off you. So this is locked. I think it's probably just gonna be bags for you know, your clothes, your merchandise, your makeup, or whatever you're selling here. Just makeup and perfume. And then same with this. This will actually be a tag remover, but they didn't tell me what size the tag remover needs to be, so I'm not making a box if they can't tell me what the specs are on that. And then I'm throwing this little Allen wrench in there, a little freebie for them, because on the front of this here is where this will be where the card reader goes. You type in your code, but this still needs to be, the wire pretty much has to go down through here and through the cabinet, which we drilled out through here. Same with like the wire chase on top for the monitor well, which this is corian. This is corian for the keyboard, and this is all solid corian here as well. 1/8 round over on that. But we did something fancy because it's metal. You can go back to the last video and I kind of showed you the metal inside this deal here. But if you look underneath here, we actually have little set screws. There's 3 screws, so one on each post. And this little Allen key will actually unlock that, and this whole shelf can slide off. But you could pretty much sit on this thing because it's so strong, very, very strong. Yeah, the top here I did all one piece laminate on that. This is also corian down here. I forget what goes here. It's probably like a phone or something. The printer goes down here. So as you're coming up to like pay for your stuff, it'll look like this. Card reader here, their little monitor screen here, keyboard, printer, probably phone. And then your little knickknack, so you want to actually purchase some extra stuff, is just here. And the last thing I did, this is, you can see this kind of loose here. Brian's going to glue this down. It's one of the things that is going to get done tomorrow. But I just made this. This is actually all corian, and you can see I had to fab up this little 1-inch edge on here. If you guys don't know what corian is, it's a solid surface. I believe this one's made by DuPont. But yeah, I gave it like a nice little rounded edges, top and bottom. That snugs up on there real nice and tight, like, and just like that as well. But this back piece here is actually had a little bow to it when I was gluing on. So if I push this edge up here, this edge goes. If I push that edge tight like that, that one kind of pops out. So he's going to glue it up for me tomorrow. A little silicone on that. Yeah, so this whole front face is all corian. It's all 400 grit sanded. And this will be a 1-inch grommet here, 1.5-inch grommet there, 1 inch here, and 1 inch on the front. Yeah, this is the printer pull out here. Printer goes here. Custom made top, one piece for that. And I built up this little extra edge here. That way it kind of blocks out the the drawer guide. So when you're looking at it from the top, it just looks like one piece. So when that goes in, all you're really getting is that same reveal all the way around. You're not getting the drawer guide on the top of that there. But yeah, all the locks work really good. We'll be sending all the keys loose, but yeah, all the locks work really good, all nice and tight. That's always important, making sure all the stuff's lined up real good. And then all of our keys are all the same. I always do teeth up on my locks. If I can get this one in there. Well, that one's fighting me, but they are all the same number key. They're all the same. We get them as a kit. And then down here will be the garbage can. Throwing your papers and stuff in here, so obviously no lock on that, just because you're throwing your trash right here. It's already open, and no lock on the printer because obviously all this stuff's exposed. Printer and that, pretty much just the important stuff. Money box. Yeah, it looks pretty good. A lot of hours went into it. Like all this is all one piece, everything. So, you know, you look around this thing and it doesn't look like that fancy. Most people won't even really appreciate all the work that actually goes into something like this. Just looks like a white cube. But at the end of the day, you look at it and I pretty much want people to think about, like, how the heck did that thing even get built? There's so many layers. There's integrated metal, all the wire chase. There's a whole, you guys go back to the last video, there's a whole metal big piece that's back here sandwiched inside the cabinet that you don't see from inside anywhere. You don't see from in here anywhere. So there's a lot of like wire chase, and even back here behind everything, it all has a wire chase. You can see the daylight coming through back here. It all has a wire chase. Even like up here is all actually open. So all the different stuff for, like, there's cords that activate the money box and stuff that'll actually drape down here, and also that also drops down behind the false back inside. So. Yep, I won't be here tomorrow. This thing's getting buttoned up and shipped over to the shop I actually used to work for, so I'm sure they'll enjoy this one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Minus a few pieces. I just want to show you guys because I won't be here tomorrow. I have tomorrow off. Tomorrow's Friday. I have tomorrow off, so yep. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. There'll be more coming. Various builds and stuff like that. Some stuff we actually can't show on film. So you know, there'll be stuff that we do and different stuff like that. And here, show my face. This is what I look like. I'll block out the camera. Hi, everybody. There'll be more. I'll get better cameras just on my phone, but we'll be doing like different shop tours, different stuff like that as we go. But yeah, this is the build. So yeah, stay tuned. Like and subscribe if you do enjoy it, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, bye now. See you guys.